4 worst fruits you should never touch.
First time on this channel? Please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. So, let's start the video. If you are over the age of 60, I want you to listen carefully. What I'm about to share might surprise you, and it may even save your life. Doctors warn that not all fruits are good for the aging body. Yes, you heard that right. Some fruits that you may have enjoyed for years could now quietly harm your heart, your blood sugar, or even your kidneys. Now, I know that sounds shocking. We have been taught since childhood that fruit is always healthy, always safe, always the better option. And while fruit does contain vitamins, minerals, and fiber, the truth is, not all fruits are created equal. Some fruits act like medicine. Others, especially when eaten by people over 60, act more like sugar bombs or digestive irritants. Please don't ignore this. As a brain doctor once said in an interview, what you eat after 60 will either protect your memory or quietly destroy it. The choices you make with food now matter more than ever. Let me explain why this happens. As we age, our bodies change in ways that we often overlook. The pancreas, which produces insulin to control blood sugar, doesn't work as smoothly. Muscles, which once soaked up glucose for energy, may not burn it off as fast anymore. Our kidneys, those delicate filters, become more sensitive to changes in potassium and acid. Even our digestion slows down. The foods that felt fine at 40 can suddenly cause heartburn, bloating, or spikes in blood sugar at 60 or 70. That's why understanding which fruits to avoid and which to embrace can truly protect your body, your energy, and even your independence. So let's begin with the warning, the 4 worst fruits for people over 60.
The first fruit is grapes. They look harmless, tiny, sweet, and refreshing. Many people snack on grapes thinking they are light and healthy. But here's what doctors know. Grapes are extremely high in natural sugar, called fructose. For a younger, more active person, that sugar may be burned off quickly. But for someone over 60, grapes behave almost like candy. Just 1 cup of grapes can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. This can send your blood sugar on a dangerous roller coaster. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, or even just borderline blood sugar issues, grapes are like throwing fuel on the fire. And here's something many don't realize. When your blood sugar spikes, your brain cells suffer too. Researchers now believe that repeated blood sugar spikes are one of the silent drivers of memory decline.
The second fruit to be cautious with is bananas, especially the ripe, spotted ones. Many seniors eat bananas every day because they've been told they're good for potassium. And yes, bananas do contain potassium, but here's the hidden danger. 1 ripe banana can contain over 14 grams of sugar. And if you have kidney problems, which are common as we age, that extra potassium may not be processed correctly. This can lead to dangerously high levels of potassium in the blood, causing irregular heartbeats. Doctors often warn kidney patients to stay away from bananas for this reason. So what feels like a healthy snack may actually be putting extra strain on your heart and kidneys.
The third fruit to avoid is pineapple. Sweet, juicy, tropical, and loved by many. But pineapple has 2 strikes against it. First, it is very high in sugar. Its glycemic index, how quickly it raises blood sugar, is one of the highest of any fruit. That means pineapple pushes your glucose levels up almost instantly. Second, pineapple is highly acidic. For seniors with sensitive stomachs, acid reflux, or heartburn, pineapple can worsen the condition and even damage the esophagus if eaten often.
And the 4th fruit on the danger list is dried fruit, such as raisins, dates, figs, or dried apricots. This is one of the biggest traps for seniors. Because dried fruit is small, it's easy to eat more than you realize. But when fruit is dried, all the water is removed, and what's left is concentrated sugar. Just a handful of raisins can have the sugar of several fresh grapes. As one nutritionist put it, dried fruit is the candy of nature. And for seniors, candy means sugar spikes, weight gain, and faster aging of the cells. So, those are the 4 fruits to be careful with: grapes, bananas, pineapple, and dried fruit. You don't need to cut them out completely, but treat them as occasional treats, not everyday staples.